Making insanely delicious beef ribs on a weeknight might seem unrealistic because of the time involved. Well, that changes today. And that's because we're gonna air fry them. And when I tell you these guys are gonna come out looking like they've been on your smoker for 4 hours, I will tell you, when I tell you,
listen.
Yeah, you should listen. You should. We're gonna pull these off in less than 40 minutes. Less than 40 minutes. Listen, everybody comes home, the kids are putting their backpacks away, you're doing with it. Slam them in the air fryer, a little rub first. We're gonna do that, of course, won't leave you hanging. And then they come out, and wow. Well, don't just look at me. Let's start. We make the rub, we get them on the ribs, and then everything's down or uphill, depending on where you live on the street. And we begin our coffee rub with a bowl and some coffee. This is actually one of my Nespresso pods that I think is about the right amount. I need 2 tablespoons of ground coffee. Look.
What are you defiling an espresso pod? We have beans in there.
I know, I didn't want to grind them. You want them ground, and I've always wanted to see what this is like inside. Now I know. Perfect. Ignore max and add the following. Tablespoon of brown sugar, garlic powder, recipes below, chipotle chili powder, pepper. Love fresh grinding it. Last but not least, some salt, but I'm not using regular salt. I'm using smoked salt. And if you have it, by all means, you should use it. Just gonna give that little extra je ne sais quoi. You know, Max? Little je ne sais quoi. Give this a mix. You know what we're ready for? Our back ribs. Our ribs.
We said that at the same time.
And here's what we're dealing with. Beef back ribs. These came from Costco. And I know we've cooked beef back ribs before, and the bones were longer. So these came from Costco, just took them out of the package, just dried them off a little bit. And they're great. I'm excited for this. But here's what I want to do. I'm not going to fit in the fryer like this, so I'm going to cut them down. But also, I want this end and this end. You get these guys. Here's what we've got. Now, I want to take the membrane off. You've seen this before. You don't need the membrane on these guys. It's only going to make it a little easier to eat if you get it off. So if you come under here to a bone and just work a knife underneath. Yeah, there's a little extra fat here too. That's okay, we don't really need all that. So this is what you're gonna wanna pull up. And the easiest way to do it is with a paper towel. So just come in here, grab and pull. You bastard. Why would you do this to me? Camera's rolling. You know I wanted it to be a nice, clean, precision removal. You hate me. Thank you, thank you. That's what I wanted. All right, this guy. What's gonna happen over here? All right, that's fine. This extra fat, don't need this. This in-between extra fat. Say goodbye. You get out of there. Here's what I'm using for a binder. I'm using soy paste. No, it's not gonna taste like Chinese ribs. It's gonna be fine. And I'm using my hand and I don't care anymore. So a little bit of this, both sides. If you don't have soy paste, and I don't imagine many people do, I'm obsessed with it. Soy sauce would be fine, mustard would be fine, sriracha would be fine, mayo would be fine. Now we take our rub and sprinkle. Don't need too much on the back because it's mostly bone and fat back here. It's gonna be beautiful. I made these the other day practicing. I fell in love. But we are gonna make a sauce that I haven't made yet that I hope goes really well. But we won't do that till these are in the fryer. When these guys are all rubbed up nicely, put them on a tray, let me clean everything up, get the fryer, and we'll get happening. And the air fryer we're using today is the Typher Dome 2, that frankly looks less like an air fryer and more like something from E.T. Let's start with it having 15 different modes, including toast, roast, reheat, bake, grill, dehydrate, broil, griddle, and of course, air fry. And the results are insane when it comes to things like bacon, steak, a shit ton of wings. And because it has 2 heating elements and is huge, can cook a 12-inch pizza better than any other. It's also super quiet, goes up to 450 degrees, which is 50 degrees higher than most of the other ones out there, has a self-cleaning function, and a mobile app with tons of delicious recipes. So go to the link below or to Amazon, that's cool, and use my code, SamCooking15 for 15% off. And right now there's a flash sale giving you even better savings. Now that I've impressed you with my words and pictures, let's see what it can do. Look how big it is. Okay, one rack here, the other one here. In we go. I've got it set at 325. We're gonna go 35 minutes, and then the magic happens. While they cook, we make a little Sauce, it'd be so good. All right, quick little sauce, ready? I am. 4 ingredients: mayo, barbecue sauce of your choosing, sriracha, and last but not least, a little revisit from our soy paste. There you go. We mix this. Oh, damn Helen damn. All right, let's have a look. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, look, it's been just about 15 minutes. And wow, they're looking amazing. Let me just get a temp on this. 145 right there. 146 right there. Okay, they're cooking beautifully, but clearly I'm gonna have to keep my eye on them. They're cooking faster than in the air fryer that I used when I tested these. And that's a good thing. I want to pull them at about, almost 200 degrees. So I'll just see what happens. And, oh, how long were those on the smoker? Oh, they weren't on the smoker. 194, 190, 189. Oh my gosh, 180. Okay, these have only a few more minutes left. I'm gonna give them 5 minutes, put some sauce on, give them another couple, and we're there. All right, I'm super ready. Oh, would you just look at this? It's insane. All right, this one side closest to me, I'm gonna paint with some of this outstandingness. Okay, and I know, look, it's a bad paint color, Sam. Why are you doing that? Well, because what's gonna happen when it goes back into the dome too is this is gonna start get sticky, tack up a little bit, caramelize a bit. It's all gonna be good. Color's gonna get better. Don't worry, I wouldn't do anything terrible to you. Promise. All right, 3 minutes and we're out. And, oh, mother goose, look at these. So let me take these beautiful guys right here. I'll put them right there. And now these ones, look at, I told you the sauce was gonna work its way in. You have little faith. Those are some beautiful ribs. You wanna know the best part? This was not 3 hours on the smoker. This was 35 minutes in the Typher. Well, let's see what we're dealing with here, shall we? Trust me, I know what we're dealing with here. Look at the fattiness. Wow, look at that. Look at what we have done here. What was our Rachel ratio? 30 minutes or less or something? Almost. Almost. Whose bite is that? He said, struggling to keep that one tooth in his mouth. Oh my gosh. So honestly, the only difference is I've got sauce on some and then sauce not, and oh my God. Look at how beautiful these guys are. Now you just get yourself one. Look at look at what a specimen this is. It's a specimen. All right now. All right. By the way, that little sauce, I wanted to keep some without. I'm going to put the rest on because, and when it goes back in for a couple minutes and it gets all better and sticky and I could stand here and eat these all day long, and I want to, but we have to end. So what are you going to do? You're going to make these. You're going to get yourself the Typher Dome too. Use our code, get 15% off, take advantage of it. You're going to be so happy. It does so much. It does these.